Anger. When most people hear this word, many negative feelings rush up to their body, to their brain, their thoughts, feelings of anxiety, depression, frustration, impatience. The list can go on and on. We learned from Rabbi Abraham Twersky interesting principles on anger, and he reflects upon the insights of the Mishnah, where there are 4 types of angry people, the best and the worst. And interestingly enough, there's no 5th type of angry person. In other words, there's a place to discuss anger. There's no such thing as anger does not exist, or anger within a person is considered perfection, is considered something a person should strive for, because there's no such thing. Everybody gets angry. But anger is our inner teacher, as Rabbi Abraham Twersky teaches us. Anger teaches us things about ourselves, insights about ourselves, only if we reflect upon them. And I want to share with you the 4 types of angry people. The sages list 4 types of levels of anger in Pirkei Avot, and the highest type of person is a person who is slow to anger and easily appeased. This person has emunah and bitachon, judges people favorably, has compassion for life, easily forgives, easily understands. This person has humility, a healthy sense of self-esteem, a sense of perspective, a Torah sense of priorities, and flexibility. This is the person who you talk to in order to apologize to them if you've wronged them, and they can easily forgive you. They have patience and an internalized emunah and bitachon, awareness that the Creator is benevolent and kind, and that everything happens for his benefit. Now, the second type of person is a person who becomes angry easily, but is easily appeased. In other words, the little trivialities of life affect this person. Traffic, annoying qualities of their family members, mistakes and stupidity of others. When they're overwhelmed and they're being asked to do things, they get irritated. They get upset when people disrespect them. Delays, interruptions, and maybe the person has received poor service or not being invited to an event. So this person becomes angry easily, but is easily appeased. If somebody approaches them and apologizes, they may still feel upset, but eventually they will forgive them within a short amount of time. So this person gets angry easily, but overcomes themselves in a quick way is quick to accept an apology. The third type of person is a person who is slow to anger and slow to calm down. In other words, they can remember something that happened years ago and still not let it go. They're angry usually under unusual stress and when seriously provoked. And once they're angry, they don't let go of their anger easily. They insist on an explicit apology. They want a specific apology. They want the right words. They want the right attitude towards them. They want multiple apologies, perhaps. But these people eat themselves up over something that happened a long time ago and still reminisce on those moments. The lowest level is when someone who becomes angry easily and is difficult to appease. The Mishnah calls such a person evil. A person ruins his life with bitterness and resentment. The life of a person who angers easily is not considered a life. It's written in the Gemara. Notice, again, the Gemara does not mention a 5th possibility, someone who does not get angry at all. So rate yourself, see where you are, and you want to ultimately be that person who is slow to anger and easy to please. Sees everything in life as a message from Hashem and a gift from Hashem. And yes, you may feel anger, but you let it go. You just try to see the positive side automatically after giving it thought. Now, it's not something that we're born with. The more we practice it, the more that we do it, it becomes second nature, and that's when people change. So you can do anything. You can develop new habits, and you can become this new person who is slow to anger and easily appeased. And I want to share with you a story about Rav Sadia Gaon that Rebbetzin Esther Bela Schwartz shares with us. He was a big Rav who lived about 1,000 years ago. He was the undisputed Gadol Hadar of his generation. He was a very big rabbi. He was once traveling at an inn, and he stopped by an inn. The innkeeper took his job very seriously. Everything was beautiful. Accommodations were very, very well given. The linen was crisp. The food was deliciously made and presented. And everything was comfortable. The staff was really kind and concerned and helpful. The Rav stayed at the inn for a few days and he left. A few days later, the neighbor of the innkeeper said to him, "Wow, what a merit you have. What a zechut you have that Rav Sadia Gaon stayed at your inn." The innkeeper said, "What are you talking about?" The neighbor said, "You didn't know? You mean you didn't know? Wait, you didn't treat him well?" And the innkeeper said, "Of course I treated him well. I treat everybody well. But had I known that this was Rav Sadia Gaon, how much better would I have treated him?" And he felt very, very upset that he didn't know this was Rav Sadia Gaon, and he got on his horse, he rushed on to catch up to the entourage of Rav Sadia Gaon. He ran off the horse, jumped to his feet, jumped to Rav Sadia Gaon's feet, and was profusely apologizing to him. "Please mohel me, please forgive me that I did not know who you were. Please forgive me." And Rav Sadia Gaon was so confused. "What do you mean? You treated me so well. You treated me so beautifully. Everything was so well accommodated for. Why are you apologizing?" And the innkeeper said, "Yes, I know I treated you well. But had I known it was you, how much more I would have done." And from that moment on, Rav Sadia Gaon learned a profound principle, and he did teshuvah from that day on for the rest of his life, because he said he was apologizing to Hashem for not understanding about Hashem today what he did yesterday. He said to Hashem, "If I knew who you were yesterday, I would have served you better." Now we can translate it to us into saying, if we would know how much we are capable of, we would tell the Yetzer Hara to take a hike in order to achieve our potential. We would tell the evil inclination, all those thoughts that tell us, "You know what, no, you're an angry person. No, you're always going to adjust to your old ways. You're going to fall back to who you are, and that's not who you are ultimately." But let's not listen to the Yetzer Hara. You can change. You can be who you admire, who you want to be, and you can encourage yourself to overcome great spiritual heights. May we merit to overcome our negative qualities, such as anger, and be slow to anger and easy to please. Leah Abramov, Being and Becoming.